Hey everyone, hope you're having a really good day. I'm having an okay kind of day today. Not good, not bad, just okay. A couple of things happened today and I just don't know how to feel about them. I don't know how to react to certain events that have transpired, and I'm unsure about what next steps to take. Sometimes standing up for yourself can be scary. It can be daunting. It can be something that really shakes you up because you feel like if you stand up for yourself, sometimes, well, this is my perspective, of course, and this is how I feel, but maybe somebody else can relate to it. There have been times in my life where I have stood up for myself and it's turned into a lose situation for me, because in the end I was either humiliated or ignored or dismissed. And when I'm confronted with situations where I need to stand up for myself and speak my truth and talk about the things that are affecting me or express how I feel about certain situations, it can be daunting to do that because I already have a history of being humiliated or dismissed or ignored. And so it can be difficult to muster up the courage to stand up for myself. And I can hear the birds chirping in the background. It's spring, and spring has sprung, and I think it's mating season for them. Oh, and there's a hummingbird. Oh man, I wish I could flip this darn camera, but I can't. I mean, it's supposed to. This is a Smarty Pants camera, Smarty Pants phone, and this Smarty Pants phone doesn't have a flip feature. What the heck? I've seen phones that have a flip camera feature, and they're not as Smarty Pants as this phone. Anyway, I got off track there. I'm sorry. Well, I'm actually not sorry. These are videos for me. But I think a lot of people, from the comments that I've been reading, and I read every single comment, and thank you for everybody that has commented. I may not respond immediately because I'm busy or because I have things to do, but I read them, and if I don't respond to you directly, know that I'm responding to you in my head. But sometimes I just don't have the time to sit down and respond because I usually upload these videos on my phone, from my phone, because I take the videos from my phone and then I go to the YouTube app and upload them, because it's easier, because if I had a separate camera that would just be so much harder. But anyway, to answer the comments, I usually go to my computer and I have to open up my account. I mean, it's not that much work, but when you have a lot of things to do, it can be a little overwhelming. But just know that I appreciate all your comments and your contributions, and I feel very touched that many people that have commented have been able to relate to some of the things that I have been talking about. But anyway, I'm going off track again. So standing up for yourself can be difficult. It can be daunting. It can be challenging, especially if you have a history of having failed in the past. But what I have come to realize is that the times that I have stood up for myself and perhaps haven't gotten the results that I would have preferred, it still was a win-win for me, because I still was able to express myself and speak my truth and show up for what I believed, instead of passively accepting something that I wasn't agreeing with, or that I wasn't too hot about, you know? So I think that even though you don't get the results that you might prefer, know that you're getting results for your own character. You're building your character, because by mustering up the courage to stand up for yourself and express your truth, you're actually building yourself up. And in a way, it's giving yourself feedback that you are willing to express your truth. And these steps, every time you stand up for yourself, it's like a practice. You know, you're practicing your speaking your truth muscle, so to speak. You're practicing that, your voice. You're practicing that, and you may not get the results that you wanted. You may experience humiliation or defeat or confusion or whatever it is that you experience that may not align to what you had envisioned. But know that that is not what, that does not take away the value of what you just did, which is speak your truth. And I feel like I'm not making any sense, because it's really hard for me to express this and talk about it in words. And for me, I live in my head a lot, and these ideas make sense in my head, but when I'm trying to talk about them, it's just so hard to put them into words, because it's as if I get it. In my head I get it, but it's just hard to explain it, you know? So I've had a couple of situations recently where I've had to stand up for myself, and I've had to speak my mind. And it's been quite scary, because I'm not the kind of person that likes to do that. I'm not confrontational. I'm usually not the kind of person that can easily have the right words when I'm put on the spot. So I just kind of freeze. And so I start stumbling on my words, and I'm a mess sometimes. And I know I shouldn't call myself a mess, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I have to recognize that I'm doing my best, and life is hard. It's hard to navigate this reality, or at least this society that we humans have built for ourselves, it's difficult. It's not easy to be a human, and I'm doing the best I can. And I can say that because I know that. I know that I'm doing the best I can with what I know at this moment. You know how they say hindsight is really 20/20. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I made a mistake this morning. I this morning at breakfast, I said something I shouldn't have, and then I felt bad afterwards. And obviously I'm not exonerating myself, but and I was beating myself up afterwards because I said to myself, why did I say that? That was so snarky of me. Why? But then I realized that I was nervous and I had a lot of other things going on in my head, and that I have to accept my own humanity. I have changed a lot, and I still have a lot to improve, and a lot of areas of growth that still need fostering and still need me to be patient with the growth process. Damn, life is so confusing. But I hope you're never afraid to stand up for yourself, or at least you practice that muscle. You practice the art of being able to speak your mind when you find that things aren't right or you think differently. It's important to speak your mind in a cordial and diplomatic manner, without trying to offend somebody else or denigrate them, belittle them. It's okay to disagree with maybe the way that they're treating you, or maybe the way that things have panned out. But it's never good to denigrate anybody or have any kind of dispute that involves ad hoc behavior, you know? So I hope you're never afraid to stand up for yourself. I hope you practice that muscle. And I'm going to practice that muscle too. It's difficult. Peace and love, guys. I hope you have a great day and a great life. I hope you always stand up for yourself. Bye.